what is about human evolution. And then the scholars were saying that mostly, I think there were Christian scholars were saying that Cain and Abel is actually relating to a further development of humanity, where Cain and Abel respectively represented human beings were moving from the hunter-gatherer into the more sedentary farm lifestyle, and there was conflict. And then the conflict of Cain and Abel. So, but you have to kind of separate them and look at them as myth. That's how I would look at it. Of that, as sort of relating to what you're saying about language, but also looking at it from what is the story of Eden is like a myth, but exposing more truth because of it being myth rather than being any less of a story.
Yeah, I think you're right. We put emphasis on truth as if like if it's fact, if it's noted down, it's truth. But truth comes in very different shapes and sizes. And in my opinion, yes, myth is a truth, but it's a very different type of truth.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And I also think like how should I say it? Do you want to add something, Hamza, to like recollect my thoughts?
No, I totally agree. There is one verse that was coming in my head while we were talking about the name, and one very important thing. I'll come to the verse after. When you said like the one way of knowing for us is to name it, and that's so beautifully put that any ideas or like let's say capitalism or whatever we try to even understand, we name it. Once we have understood it to a certain extent, we give it a name. So it's not just limited to people or things, it's ideas and everything else. It gets named. And even Islam itself is a name of a very big thing, And this language part, the large language model that we have been given, LLM, which gives me this idea, the verse in Surah Rahman, the 4th verse, Allamahul Bayan, is Allah taught us how to speak. This is super important, I guess, because it shows that this ability, this whole thing that we have is only by Allah that we have been given. No other creation except the one we have now turned AI into thing which can talk. But this is something which is very, very special ability. It's like